Hello, everybody. Here I am back with self-awareness activity for the week of June 30th, or whenever you happen to come across it and find it relevant. Now, just a quick update. I'm not going to do a debrief of the previous reading or the previous exercise, because it was quite a while ago now. As some of you may know, I was off track a little bit with some other things that I had to deal with. So I'm getting back on track now. And the three cards that you've got for this week, that we have for this week, the first two are interesting. Okay, the third's pretty cool too. All right, works together nicely. So the self-awareness activity this week is the awareness that the thought to contemplate is pleasure. So, pleasure is often considered to be frivolous. We've been taught both overtly and covertly that it will lead to base desires, away from God and goodness, that it will make us selfish and greedy, lazy and lustful. Have you ever noticed when you work with heartfelt pleasure how much more productive you are? That when pleasure reaches your heart in any kind of loving way, you're kinder in your loving, more generous, and more easily satisfied? Heartfelt pleasure can guide us to acts of kindness and gratitude, open us to greater depths of nourishing desires, compassion, and grace. So it's really asking you to look at, where does pleasure land in your life in terms of your concepts about it? Is it something that has been beyond your reach for some reason? Do you really feel as though work can't be pleasurable? It's got to be an effort. Where do you notice yourself feeling shamed about wanting pleasure or having pleasure in any kind? I won't go into a lot of details on that, but we can talk about physical pleasure, we can talk about gratification, but we can also talk about fulfillment in terms of doing the kind of work that you would like, as opposed to the kind of work that will be most respected or approved of by somebody. So that's really asking you to consider pleasure. Now, gratitude. The energy that you're being asked to embody this week is gratitude. This feels big and opens everything, our hearts, minds, and hands. In these moments, we're not grasping. We're free of all yearning, because in that state, our fulfillment is complete. It's a selfless emotion with no demands or hidden agendas. It presents us in our real and powerful vulnerability. In that humble state of vulnerability, we've created the space within us to receive more. Today, give thanks for everything, whether it looks good or bad. Now, that wonderfully goes with the idea of pleasure, right? Because if you're in a state of gratitude, you're able to receive. And what is pleasure about? Pleasure is about receiving positive, joyful, I'm saying joyful, but let's just say positive fulfillment around something and enjoyment. Okay? Now look at the card that you're being asked to use as an exercise to implement these two concepts in your day. Say yes. Today, say yes, thank you. There's the gratitude. To everything harmless or beneficial that anyone offers you, even if you don't need or want it. You can pass it along to someone else or graciously take a rain check. Is it a compliment? Say yes, thank you, and soak it in. Okay? So I find this really beautiful because these are all really positive, uplifting concepts, or leading you to that. Okay? And actively asking you, that's not showing up well, actively asking you to deliberately engage in the idea of appreciation and good things. So being aware of it, and of course we know that gratitude is a really, really high frequency. It's a really, really positive energy frequency that tends to attract more positive. So I would say, all in all, this is a really interesting week. Now, I might not be doing debriefs anymore. I haven't decided yet. But if in the process of doing this, you find yourself having moments where there's a real clarity of something or a real memory or insight, please take the time to take a note of that. Flag it. Even if it's just a sentence or two, write it down somewhere. And then at the end of the week, go back and look at it. Did you find it easy to say yes? Where did you notice your resistance coming in? Was it easy to stay in a state of gratitude? Even if something didn't look positive, could you say, okay, maybe there's something good in here and I will say thank you to that, even if I don't know what it is? That's another way of working with it. And really take note of, where do you stop yourself from experiencing pleasure? Where could you say yes to more pleasure? And where can you be grateful for the opportunity for that and for the ability to say yes to that? Okay? And if you want more guidance on how to work with that, you can go to the website and check it out. It's all free. Okay? That's it, my friends. Take care.